Hey everyone, Sean here, and today in this video, I'm actually doing this the second time or second take because the washing machine was running while I was doing my first take, and I'm just kind of like, uh, I guess paranoid, you could say, that the background noise may be too much. So I'm just gonna do it the second take just to make sure. But I guess I can be quicker this time around too, so there is that. But anyways, I wanted to do a journal regarding to my car wash journey or whatever as an enthusiast. And I wanted to talk to you guys about how this water filter system that I recently completed performs. So I installed this sediment filter housing very recently and got it completed with all the appropriate adapters and everything. I would say that it succeeded and also failed in a way. It succeeded that it is compatible with my pressure washer, my Karcher pressure washer, because it actually puts out enough gallons per minute for my pressure washer to work without burning out or anything like that. It delivers enough water, DI water or potential DI water to my pressure washer. So that definitely works there. So I'm pretty happy with that it works that way. The I guess the real sort of issue though, and where it failed, is the actual water deionization in a way. And unfortunately, I'll probably be using some B-roll to show you guys what I'm talking about. So what happened here was, first off, this filter that's in here right now is actually not compatible with this housing. This is a General Electric water filter housing that's usually used for in-house. It's a house filter, so you kind of like use it for or you put it in your basement or you're under your sink, depending on where you want it. But you can definitely use this for for your DIY Spotless rinse or whatever. The issue, yes, is that this filter in here right now, like I said, not compatible. I didn't read closely enough, I guess, or I didn't know that not all filters are created equal. So I pretty much took inspiration a lot from Keeve on YouTube. He is I believe he's an enthusiast, but anyways, he had a very similar setup for his cart. And I kind of took inspiration from that, and he kind of said about all the filters are the same, whatever, depending on the size, of course. So all 10 by 4.5 filters are the same, or the 10 by 2.5 filters are the same, so you can interchange or whatever. That's true and also not true. He may have corrected himself at some point, but I don't want to make it look like, oh, he's entirely wrong or whatever. But either way, though, it was my fault. I should have read closely. And there are filters that are compatible with this housing, thankfully, besides the GNE filter itself. But with that said, I definitely will switch off to the GNE or GE filter, sediment filter, for next time. So I'll definitely do some further testing with this. But even so with that, because of that, it wasn't quite, sealing off all the tap water. So some of the tap water was coming through the outlet, and it went through into my water deionizers. You would think, though, the water deionizers would be performing that of itself well, but you will see in the B-roll that the resin wasn't quite tightly packed. Excuse me, my English. There wasn't enough resin in both of these cartridges or tanks, and so it wasn't filtering, or it wasn't getting all the water. So my total ppm, I guess, was coming out to be 143, which is funny because my hose water alone, or tap water, is around 547, and then after this with the incompatible filter was coming out to be 347. So it took off just 200 ppm exactly, which is funny. And then through my water deionizer, that came out to be 147. So another 100, So that's very disappointing, and it's already turning brown pretty quickly. So that's also disappointing of itself, unfortunately. Not only it's not, putting out 0 ppm water or spotless water, but it's, it's getting eaten. The resin is getting eaten fast. I do want to say though that not only the resin isn't tightly packed, the issue could be also is that the resin isn't fresh. This could have been sitting in this the cartridge for who knows how long, right? So that could be also an issue of itself. Yeah, so that's definitely unfortunate that this initial testing kind of failed, but it succeeded that it is compatible with my pressure washer. So I'll definitely continue to fix it up, and hopefully we'll come to what's close to 0 ppm, and we'll go from there. So, well, that's all part of the experimenting and stuff like that. So I'm definitely happy that some things were succeeding, and there is stuff to take away from, So, and even if, this is all working just fine, who knows how long it'll be for me to come to a decision whether this is like worth it or not in terms of costs. The filter of itself is like 20 around $30 for a pack of 2, so yeah, $15 each. These are going the water deionizer below is $22 right now to fill up these tanks. So not too bad for the enthusiasts, I guess you could say, depending on how long. And it's not like the spotless rinse is needed for like every single wash, because I'm just gonna use rinseless most of the times, and the foam washes are only gonna be happening once a while, and that's where I'm going to be definitely using the spotless rinse. So that of itself, works out a little bit. I would like to use it all the time and not to have to worry about how long it lasts and whatever. I mean, if it was like 6 months, great, that'd be fantastic for me. But right now it looks like it's going to be lasting not too long if I just keep going with it. So but with that said, I'll continue to use the water deionizer as is until I burn out this current resin, and I'm just gonna buy new resin and do the tight packing myself. I'll do it myself, DIY it, and or DIM it, I guess. Despite, like I said, despite that failing, I'm still happy with it. I still would like to continue it. There definitely is user error part of it, but when it comes to the water deionizer, that's just how it is. It just can't. I just use it as it was, and I didn't know that the resin of itself wasn't tightly packed, and it wasn't filled to the brim. It wasn't properly packed, and the resin of itself probably isn't fresh. So I think that's the thing, right? But anyway, if anyone wants to like correct me if I'm wrong, I would be all ears. Definitely. But anyways, I am more happy than I am disappointed, overall, because I learned a lot of things. This is easy to fix, definitely. I just have to change out the filter, and then we just have to hope that the resin is just not enough of it. So we just have to fill it up, and then we just have to fill it up with the good, a different resin that changes color. That's all I can say about the water filter system or deionizer system for right now. But I love the look of it though, and in fact, if you look to the side a little bit, you can kind of see some Sharpie on there. And what I tried to do is put some eyes on this thing, because it looks like a face to me. Unfortunately though, I had to tighten it further because it was leaking at one point. I had to tighten it further, and the eyes, quote unquote, are off to the side now, so it doesn't quite work as well. So I would have to put the eyes like right here. You can't see it on camera, but I can definitely tell you that the bumps are right here. The next two set of bumps are right here, and it'll look like it's looking off to the side, but I think that would be even funnier. But I'll definitely be doing that with like actual like stickers and stuff like that, vinyl stickers, and put some like white paint or whatever, maybe like a white Sharpie or something, or a white permanent marker to add the eye shine or whatever, the anime eye shine, to kind of make it look like the sandbag from Smash Brothers. Because that's what I kind of like visualize in my head. I can't help it, you know. So that in itself is fucking hilarious. It is really hilarious though if you are able to see the Sharpie on this side. Let me just try to see if I can do that. Let me pull it right here. Oh yeah, you see, you can kind of see in the corner. So that's my attempt at it. So I'm probably gonna just clean it off, hopefully with some APC that I have, but maybe full strength APC. But I think we can clean it off eventually. But anyways, this stuff too worked pretty well. The system, the other like links to this connections for the system worked fine. Even this one with the kinks worked just fine. No leaks there. Connectors work just fine. The only error or bad thing that happened, besides the thing of itself not being compatible or whatever, is this. But that was more user error on my end. I didn't connect it properly. It wasn't properly, clicked in. So I ran it, and it just exploded all over my face with water. So that's fine. It's just water. So luckily it's not like dangerous chemicals or anything like that. So it's not like my face is like burned off or anything like that. Like, how Daredevil lost his eyesight, but gained some powers, I guess, after. Anyway. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, the wash of itself was pretty mundane. I use rinseless for the contact wash. I use a foaming pre-wash with this, which although I must get new foaming shampoo, probably with like McGuire's, but anyways, I'll get to that later on. So I foamed pre-wash, and then I rinsed that off with this gun, which worked very wonderful. Not only that, I used a foam cannon, which I will show you guys in a bit right here. So I'm drying off the rest of the body, but this is just the head for it. I cleaned it off because that's what you're supposed to do. I clean it off with like just regular water after every use. So I'm definitely going to be keeping up with that, and that's something you should do as well. That's just my advice anyway. This performed very well, more than exceptional. With my usual dilution of the touchless shampoo, it foamed very well. It went on thick, dwelled nicely, and this gun helped that very nicely. The curved extension right here makes it so much easier to aim your gun, along with the shortness of this short gun. I love this little short extension as well. It just makes it a very good middle ground between your long standard gun and a actual short gun, which is about right here. It's like a short little stubby nozzle right here, but this part makes it really nice. This makes it really nice, and you can go back and forth with it too. So you just take this off, put the foam cannon right there, which I will show you guys in a bit. And that's kind of what it looks like. Only that it has the bottle usually at the end, but that's what it kind of looks like. So it feels great. I love handling it. It was much more maneuverable, ergonomical than my standard gun. And yeah, I'm definitely going to use this for now on. No leaks, no issues, no nothing, no like immediate failures or like that. It worked great. And on top of that, these tips worked great also. I'm gonna use the white one. I like the 40-degree spray, fan spray. It just made things, all the great experiences that the YouTubers have been doing for their car washes. Fantastic. I love it. I definitely see why. The shotgun is great, but I love this little somewhat of an extension. And then this thing, great. Fantastic. So I'm a happy customer with this, with the Grio's Brilliant Finish foam cannon. I'm gonna try to let this dry. But like guys said, the gun performed fantastically. Loved it. I would definitely, like I said, this is going to be my go-to. My standard gun is just going to be a backup, and this also really completes the great experience. I say, like I've been saying, I just love it that much, man. I'm just going to be going in circles. So the contact wash, yes. So that was during the rinseless. So I used the rinseless, and also the legacy sponge from DIY. Managed to get my hands on it, like I said before, and I think it performed pretty well. It's a pretty good sponge. I love the red and black. I love that the red can tell you like how dirty it is immediately, and then the black, you can flip it, be like, oh yeah, gotta flip to the new side, and then contact wash as you would, clean it off or rinse, dunk it in the bucket, continue on. Squeeze it, squeeze off the water or bucket solution, continue on. Now, yes, even if it's black, you can still see the dirt. But I don't know. I just prefer options when it comes to the ultra black sponge. I would wish that it would come up with different colors. Black and blue, black and red, black and yellow, black gold, black green for like hair. Just options. I just want options, right? That would be a great go-to, in my opinion, whenever the legacy sponge is not available, But with all that said, I love it. I think it's pretty effective. It works just fine. Man, it still has the rinseless smell. I love O&R. The smell of it. It's just very addicting to me. And that's why I look forward to using rinseless, because it just smells that good. It's got that berry smell to it to me. I think it's supposed to be blueberry, but I don't know. It just smells like a really good fruity smell to me. I'm absolutely hooked on that smell. Like, oh man, this sponge is still smelling like it. It's just, man. I love it that much. All right, I'm gonna put this back. Before I get too hooked onto that smell, let's carry on to what else I did. So, for the rest of the wash, I went ahead and used and tested out the Spotless spray. Like I said, the water filter system works with my pressure washer. My pressure washer wasn't like struggling or spitting or anything like that. It was spraying water just fine. It puts out at least one GPM, which is what the cartridge does anyway. So it worked well. The motor wasn't burning out or anything like that. So I can definitely say with confidence that this will be compatible, and I will be continuing to fix this up until it works to my liking. And the pressure washer, I'm sure, will like it too. I think it is beneficial either way though, because when you filter out a bunch of stuff, it helps the life of the pressure washer anyway. So even if this doesn't work quite well, it helps my pressure washer anyway. So I guess you could look at it that way. It is an expensive way to extend or keep your pressure washer clean, or ish. But hey, I mean, that's kind of how you should look at it, right? In some ways. But um, so after that spotless rinse, I used to prevent any what do you call film that water can leave no matter what. I dried it with my towels, and I used this as a drying aid, which is the graphene detail spray. That's from Adams. Works great. I love the smell also. It's got that like it's like a citrus. Yeah, it's like what they describe. It's very citrusy. I like it, as well as the O&R berry smell, or just fruity smell. And then I use the Rack Company towels to dry them off. It's the twisters, I think it's called. It's the two little towels I use. That's for drying. Um, in fact, I think they're in the dryer. So let me go ahead and pull those out right now. Hold on. Oh yeah, so here's one of them. So this is one of the towels that I use for drying. So yeah, this is pretty good. I would like to have a third towel. I usually like to have 3 towels on me. That's just my thing anyway. Yeah, that's gonna fall. So I'm gonna put this on the floor gently. But I definitely will have to give it a little more time for drying. Maybe like an hour or something. It is a little dry, a little wet. I think still. So I'm gonna dry these off. Still, but anyway. After drying, I then did the deconning with. Oh, this is still wet too. But anyway, the clay towel, pretty wonderful stuff. And I used the iron remover from Stoner as my clay lube because it doesn't smell, despite not working like other people have been saying. It lacks the performance, but it still has that color reaction thing. In some parts of my I guess Fallout stuff, because there were some oranges that was going on, so that's pretty cool. Then after the deconning, I then applied. Oh yeah, well, in between, I applied this tire dressing / coating from Turtle Wax, the graphene acrylic tire shine spray coating. Wonderful stuff. I love the finish that it leaves off. It's not too shiny, but it just gives that nice black. What I use though for protection on my paint and stuff is the graphene flex wax from Turtle Wax with the Hyper Solutions Pro Series. Love this stuff. Easy to apply. It's spray on, wipe off. So easy. It's stupid easy. Easy protection. There's other ways to apply it too. Like you can do it like a spray on, rinse off, like the wet coat, right, from Geon. Very easy as well. I'm going to probably be doing that at some time. I'll probably use it as a drying aid. I don't know. We'll see. Especially with the rinseless wash, because rinseless is pretty good as a drying aid of itself, because it is pretty the lubricity is really good on this one. So it's great. That's why I love rinseless. It opens so many doors, I think, in comparison to foaming. Foaming is still welcome, for those washes, but rinseless, man, I love it. It makes things easier. You don't have to pull out the hose at those times, so pretty good for winter washing too, because you don't have to, deal with water as much. So I really like that. Let's see. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, and then I made sure to do a second coating with that tire shine. Easy stuff, man. Easy. So I let it sit while I was waxing, and then after I was done waxing, I wiped off the excess and then sprayed on some more. Wipe off that excess immediately. So yeah, So wonderful stuff, man. You can definitely use this in combination. So I did the foaming pre-wash, rinseless contact wash, and then whatever else you want to do. So yeah, that's definitely one way to do it, man. Wonderful stuff, man. I love car washing. It's very satisfying. Left my car very shiny. I did my sister's car not too long ago. She loved it. She loved the results of it. I like to do it. I love the process of it. It's very satisfying. You know, that's just my way of making myself, that's my pastime. You know what I mean? It's my way of being satisfied. So that's why I've been going into this whole rabbit hole in the first place, cart and all, man. And especially with the water filter, I'm still, trying to work on. So my journey still continues, man. And hopefully I get to the point where I'm just maintaining my stock, just refilling my rinseless, refilling my brake buster, refilling. Oh, I don't know. Maybe brake buster might get switched out at some point. I don't know. But stock up on my waterless, stock up on my whatever else, right? The foam. Okay, I definitely have to switch out my foaming shampoo to something else. I'm thinking, for a video especially, might have to do a comparison battle thing between Meguiar's Hyper Foam or Hyper Wash, whatever you call it, and the Superior Products Cherry Brush Foam. Usually that stuff is being used for like car wash, the actual car wash places, but you can also just use it in your foam cannon, and that's supposed to foam really well at lower, like really really low dilutions or whatever. So I'll play around with that. 1 ounce each, 32 ounces or whatever, and yeah, that's all I can really say. So I'll probably just do like 30 ounces of water and 1 ounce of product, so of each. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should do two. I don't know. We'll see. But the idea is that you should use 1 ounce per thing. I don't know, per wash. I don't know, man. But yeah, because supposedly Meguiar's for sure can dilute to 1 to 400 or 400 to 1. So yeah, that's pretty big if that's really true. So that means you can just use 1 ounce per foam cannon solution, because usually I use it all up. So just because I don't want to keep it, just to be safe with the maintenance. And yeah, so I just go ahead and burn it all out, right? Just use it all up, you know. So that's like my future plans for whatever, whenever. But we'll see when I can do that, because there's other stuff that I want to try keep up with, like gaming and stuff like that. So like with Tekken 8 coming up, I want to try to finish up Tears of the Kingdom, because I haven't done that. Shame on me. I definitely would like to do other videos and stuff like that, get back into my other stuff, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Oh yeah, almost forgot. I dried off some crevices, but mostly wheels with the Ego 530. It worked great. I definitely would like to continue using this. I tried using this on the paint, but my car isn't ceramic coated, so it didn't quite work that well, unfortunately. So definitely, you're not supposed to do that unless your car is ceramic coated. Because, well, either way, I mean, you shouldn't use that blower as a main means of drying, because it'll leave a film no matter what, even if your water is completely, like, perfectly deionized. It's just how water is. It'll definitely leave a film, and if you keep doing that, you're gonna just layer it with protection, film, layer with protection, film, layer with protection. You're gonna have just this layers of film, right, that you can't take off real easy unless you really polish it down or whatever. So that's gonna be troublesome. So that's what I heard anyway. So I want to avoid that, and just keep using my towels. Why not? It just means that even if you miss with your towels somehow,
you won't have some water spotting, right? But yeah, I mean, we'll see if the water spotting thing is worth it. Otherwise, I don't know. They'll just be like decorations or something. Oh man, I don't know. We'll see. So, um, that's yeah, that's really all I got. So, again, thank you very much for tuning in for these videos. I guess you can call them like journals right now for my car washing enthusiasm journey, I guess. I've been having fun with it though. I love it. Hopefully you guys found these like entertaining it at all. I'll try to do some sort of like video to show you guys how I wash, but winter is not on my side because the sun goes down real too fast, and I'm not really a morning person, so unfortunately that doesn't work out quite well. So, um, but eventually when spring hits or summer hits for sure, I'll definitely make a video of those like, you know, first person views and stuff like that with the GoPro and everything. I'll get myself the new GoPro ish. I'll get a GoPro 9. That should be enough for me, and we'll get those videos going, man. So, but I would like to do more videos like this, like, you know, just talking about car washing because I like car washing. I like cars, you know. This is my thing. It's always been my thing. It's just that um, I don't know. I guess the products kind of sucked, but these products are great. I don't know. I love all the new stuff. Um, Pressure washer and everything. This water filter thing has really been fun to experiment with. You know, trying to get it going, all that stuff. The process of it is really fun, you know, for me as someone who took engineering classes. So, anyways, um, yeah, man. I even got the ego to help complete the the YouTuber car wash kit thing, right? If you see a lot of YouTubers on with the car washing, that's the blower, man. That's the blower that people use a lot. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see the appeal of it. The battery, man, cordless, pretty nice. Um, but you can only do it with ceramic coating, and so I'm just gonna use it for my wheels. That's pretty nice. Anyways, I'll let you guys go. Comment, uh, comment if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Hopefully, and like and subscribe really helps out, and I do appreciate it. And yeah, so that's been all I can. That's all for the journal for this time. Thank you very much, and hope to see you all in the next video. Shout out.